Looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield, complete to Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kings. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Point it right. Rush in.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mayfield to throw it. Will let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Ramsey, that's complete. It's Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Ramsey. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
You go tight. You got coaching spell.
Operating from the gun. Ramsey. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And a Steeler 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's put that team on the hunt. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Throwing on first down. Ramsey, he's going to take a shot from the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds Austin complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Check 43.
Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Slam.
They run again with Logan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. On the carry, it's Logan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And this is caught by Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
There. Check safety. Tight dog. Fire.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check three. Kill. Watch twist. Check 13. Check your hot read. Tighten up.
Now. They'll run it here with Logan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Down. 10-2 stop. Brickstone, travel. They're not ready for this. Get it.
They run with Logan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One receiver to the left is Evans. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
52's the mic. Time to go, night. Hey, Mike 52.
On 4th down, Ramsey, the quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Interception. Come on, Doug. We got this. At the 49-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. 52 right here. Hey, orbit. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Room here to run. The trot. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. This fielded at the 2.
We got this on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Flushed out right. Caught here by Bell. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Ramsey escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
51, Mike 51. Hey, watch your leg. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
From the gun, Ramsey. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
Ready? Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, Logan. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Switch. Go. We got motion. Back up. Check. Hey, alert 3. Two draw quarters. Crunch. Check. Showing it. Look at me. Door. Alert 3. Shoot. Big grip.
This is Logan. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Down. 70. Indy. You ain't doing nothing down. 2.
On 1st and 10, Ramsey, throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it, all right? I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.